Hi, today we're going to talk about how to make a reusable sling for your hands. In CrossFit, we do a lot of exercises that involve gripping onto it with things with our hands. It can cause a lot of pressure. We don't want to rip those calluses off, so we want to provide some protection for it. Or if you have had a callus rip off, we want to protect that open wound site that's there. So we're going to produce something, and it takes us 5 minutes to do so. It will be reusable, so we can use it time and time again. I know that when you come into a WOD, you want to get right into it. These are easy. You can just slide them on, and you're good to go. I see a lot of people that use tape and they put it around their hands like this, then it bunches up, it comes up, it tears, you end up taking it off, throwing it away, continue on with the WOD with an open wound site, and then end up either doing more damage than you should have in the start. So, first of all, we're going to have bits of tape. We're going to have 3 bits of tape here. These bits of tape are based on the size of your hand. So if you have a large hand, we're talking about 13 inches worth in length of tape. If you have a medium-sized hand like myself, we want to say something like 12 inches here. If you have a smaller hand, maybe no less than 10. Give yourself some room with that. We have a second part of tape that'll be about 10 inches here, and then the last bit of tape will be 1.5 inches, 2 inches bigger than the circumference of your wrist. First of all, we'll start off. I'm going to use a medium-sized bit of tape, so this one right in the middle. I'm going to bring it into them here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it over in half so that it covers itself lengthways. So we just fold it over, put it down like this, and then slide it so that it is one smooth section of the tape but half the length. From then what we're going to do is we're going to fold it over in half to make this little loop shape. As we can see here, we fold up these 2 lengths are together and we make this little loop at the top here. The next part we're going to do is we're going to take our next bit of tape, again this 10-inch part of tape, and we're going to put it down onto our makeshift sling, double loop, about 1/2 inch away from the top. As you can see here, we've created this little loop here at the top, about 1/2 inch away from it. We then slide all this down so it's nice and stuck down. We can then turn it over to the opposite side, as we can see on the reverse here, and we can just fold over our length of tape until it comes up to about 1/2 inch from the top, just the same distance as we did on the opposite side. And what we have now is our sling. Now this sling will offer you the loop for putting your finger through and enough protection, durable protection on this to provide you the protection for your calluses for rotational movements around bars, around deadlift, picking up bars, on toes-to bar pull-ups, etc. And how we use this is we can then stick our finger in through the hole. I would say make this tighter than you think. Don't make this loose. Make it tighter than you think. Slide it all the way down to here, and then we can put it all the way down in front of our hand, again providing that protection. Now I've made some ones earlier here before. We can put more than one on, okay? So if we've got 2 calluses that are near enough tearing, we can put another one on, and we can slide it all the way down to the bottom of our hand, and you can see now that that offers protection for my hand for 2 calluses. So from there we're going to take the 3rd bit of tape, the last bit of tape that we're going to use, and with that we're going to use this as an anchor to tape down our slings to our hand. We're going to then bring these slings together at the base of our wrist here. We're then going to put the tape over the top of it, on top of that. And now this important part, I want you to anchor some of that down, all right? So we need to bring some of that tension back, that slack back here. So we brought our 2 5-minute fingers back, and that allows us to have a stable structure. It's not going to move about all over the place. It's stable here. So put this down here, and we can wrap our tape around the back and tape it down, anchor it down onto here. So there we have it. A great sling, reusable sling that we can use time and time again. I do my workout, this doesn't tear, it doesn't bunch up, it stays down nice and secure. I can do a lot of workout with this. And at the end of the workout, all I got to do is take off this anchor part, and I can bin this part. This bit goes in the bin. And then these 2 can be reused again for the next WOD. I just slide these off. There you go, slide the next one off. I can reuse them, stick them in my workout bag, in my lifting shoes. I'm ready to go to the next workout.